Hello, I'm Jan Mulvey and you're watching the Red Men TV.
Hello and welcome to the Red Men TV. I'm Chris Pajak and this is the comments below match reaction to Liverpool beating Tottenham Hotspur 3-2. What could only be described as an absolute nail biter. What a game, man. It was just brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, edge of our seats the entire way through. It was end-to-end football. It's already been said all over the media that that was like one of the best advertisements for Premier League football, and it would have been a crap advertisement if Liverpool hadn't have gone on and won. I mean, who can write that script? You know, all the talk pre-match was about Daniel Sturridge and Harry Kane and the two England strikers going head-to-head, and it was the Italian who hasn't scored a goal in the Premier League who decided it. Mario Balotelli, again, much publicised, has got more goals in 2015 than Sergio Aguero and Wayne Rooney. What's that about? Insane. Like, what just a crazy balmy game of football that was, but absolutely brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to go straight into the comments. First of all, Johnny Lucan, 7 points from Everton, West Ham and Spurs. I'd have taken that. Johnny, spot on, man. I think I was looking at those three fixtures and thinking 7 points, exactly the same as you. That's what we need from those fixtures. I'm thinking 3 against West Ham, 3 against Everton, maybe get a cheeky little draw against Tottenham Hotspur. But you know what? 0-0 in the derby. It was a drab affair. Man, that's because we saved our energy for Tottenham, wasn't it? Just a brilliant game of football, as I've said before. Zahin, by the way, what do you guys think about Chan being vice-captain? Too soon? Yeah, I think it is too soon at the moment. Look, he looks like he's got huge amounts of potential and he's playing to the best of his ability at the moment in a position that's unfamiliar to him. When he moved into midfield, he looked great. But vice-captaincy right now, yeah, for me, just a little bit too soon. In the future, yeah, you never know, but the kid's only 20 years old, man, so let's not throw extra pressure on him. He's got enough already with the way that he's playing. Martin Walls, man, I wish I didn't print this so small. Fucking superb. Never stopped playing till the last. Brendan subs deserve a mention. They got the final goal. In Brendan, we trust. He'll never walk alone. And that's true, isn't it? Again, you know, going back sort of 8 weeks before Christmas, there was loads of people going on about Brendan Rodgers. I was starting to get on the edge of whether we need to start thinking about moving him on in the summer and stuff like that. But there was a load of vocal supporters out there who didn't want Brendan Rodgers at the helm. I think over the last 8 weeks, and it is only 8 weeks, that he has started to prove those doubters wrong. And the substitutions, again, you can't say that Brendan Rodgers' in-game management is poor, because he seems to do it time and time again, and he makes vital substitutions. The one thing for me, anyway, is that he does them a little bit late. Over the last sort of 8 weeks, he's not done that either. I mean, I can't complain at all with the way Brendan Rodgers is managing this club at present. Next comment, Christopher Elstob. What a difference Lucas makes. Defensive mid must be a priority next season as well. Lucas can still do a job. He's becoming injury prone. Chan is an option, but I'd keep him at centre-back, maybe in Villa or Kramer. You'll never walk alone. I disagree with this, to be honest, Christopher. And, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, of course. But, you know, you've said in one hand, you've said Lucas is what a difference he makes, and then you're saying replace him in the other. Now, look, he's had one injury this season, maybe two, you know. It's difficult. I mean, it does happen with midfielders. Obviously, he throws a lot of tackles in. He's putting his body on the line regularly for the club. I think we need a defensive midfield, another defensive midfielder at the club for when Lucas is injured. But whether we need that top class defensive midfielder, I'm not so sure. Chan, for me, should stay at centre-back, same as you, for this season. But moving forwards, I think next season, if we can get us a right-sided centre-back or get somebody playing that right-sided centre-back to a high level, then Chan looks, for me, to be going into the midfield. I don't think he's a replacement for Lucas in any way, shape or form. I think Lucas has still got a massive role to play at this club for years to come, but that is just my opinion. Simon Hill, I think Markovic should have swapped positions with Ibe. Ibe would have been deadly where Markovic was. Do you know what? I fully agree with that as well. But look, Markovic got the opening goal, and who's to say that Jordan Ibe would have? I think You know, Markovic played well in the first sort of half an hour until he got his goal. After the sort of half time, he, for me, really faded out. I thought that he should have probably been an earlier substitution. But again, who am I? We won the game and that's all that matters there. Next comment, Haldor Carvel loved Mignolet. Previously this season he was being hammered, partly by you guys about his distribution, but he was key in the first goal scored by Markovic. Get him, Paul, fantasy football. No, don't get him, Paul. Got the ball and passed it a long way downfield, straight into Sturridge's feet, instead of passing it to the side like he used to before Brendan dropped him. Look, I'm as at fault for everybody. I think every Liverpool fan, to be fair, has had a go at Simon Mignolet, not just for his distribution as well, for his catching, his demand of his area, all of these things that he has improved massively since coming back into the side. I mean, since the turn of the year, he has been brilliant, and that save last night where he tips over the bar, oh my word, world class. Once again, world class save. But look, you're right, you're spot on in what you're saying. His distribution since he's come back into the side, he's doing the simple things, isn't he? And that's what we want to see from a goalkeeper. We don't need to see step overs and little passes and little dink balls. Sometimes we just want to get rid and rest a little bit easier, and that's what Mignolet seems to have understood. And whether that's coaching or that's him, I'm not too sure. Freedom Boy 006 should have won the game in the first half. Sturridge could have gotten a brace tonight. You're right, Sturridge could have gotten a brace. That back heel, man, I mean, that is just pure skills. But again, should he have laid it off to Markovic? Was Markovic in a better position? It doesn't bloody matter, does it? That's what we should be thinking about at the moment. It doesn't matter. We won the game regardless. When Sturridge is firing and when he's fully match fit, he's going to score a brace in those types of games. I have no doubt in that. Colin Keegan. Henderson has been piss poor for a while. Nowhere near what he was last season. I don't know whether he was poor last night, and probably 2 or 3 games since the turn of the year he's not been at his best. I think partly for me that's down to him being shifted out into random little positions. I think he looks much better with Lucas. I think we know that Gerrard and Henderson don't play well together. I think it's hard to just blame Jordan Henderson for his performance last night. I think Steven Gerrard was probably just as bad in the centre midfield, although Steven Gerrard gets the goal from the penalty spot, so what does that matter, I hear you say. SM the Phenom, I'm going with Emre Can or Simon Mignolet is the best. Coutinho was the worst, and that's only because he seemed a little off, possibly due to the fact that he's had a lot of games and his fitness has dropped a little. Again, I agree with you about Emre Can or Simon Mignolet. For me, Martin Skirtle was up there as well. This comment was actually taken from Paul's best or worst video, so that's why he's obviously talking about his best players and his worst players. Coutinho, worst player? Tough one. I don't think he was involved as he should have been, and some of his passing was slightly off, but, you know, he is the go-to guy in this team at the moment. If we're looking to pass the ball through the midfield, then Coutinho's the one that's coming back and getting it, and he doesn't let his head drop, and that's the main thing. And, you know, I think when Sturridge is, again, going back to it, when Sturridge is fully match fit, I think Sturridge gets onto a couple of those balls, but, you know, again, that's just my opinion. And here we go, the deluded comment of the week. Now, normally we do a comment of the week, or I do a comment of the week, but these two, I've given it a 2 because this is clearly a Tottenham Hotspur fan and it's frigging hilarious. First of all, as you'll see, he's typing in capitals, clearly a little bit mental, do you know what I mean? He's probably a bit of a spunk trumpet, who knows, you know, that's my opinion, of course, bit of a spunk trumpet. But anyway, Joey Marlin the second, fuck your club, I hope Anfield is burned to the ground, it's a piece of shit stadium, you lot will get relegated next season without your King Scouser in midfield. And they call Liverpool fans deluded. Are you on crack? We're going to get relegated because Steven Gerrard's not on the side. Have you seen the young players we've got? We've got Emre Can, we've got Jordan Ibe, we've got Raheem Sterling, we've got Daniel Sturridge, we've got Mamadou Sakho, we've got Simon Mignolet performing at the moment. Somehow, mate, don't think we're getting relegated next season. But you know what? Vine it by all means. Vine this video by all means if we do next season. If not, you get deluded comment of the week number 1. People started replying to him, obviously, because that is just ridiculous what he said there. And he's replied back. This is in response to Captain Fantastic, one of our regular viewers, Joey Marlin the second. It was never a fucking penalty. That's where you cheated. Rose just took a jab and barely made any contact. Just going to stop there. So he did make contact though, yeah, in the penalty area. So penalty. Okay, cool. Shall we move on to the next part? Okay, sound. That clearly did not warrant a penalty. The ref was clearly biased and wanted his fellow Scousers to walk away with a win. Yeah, go on, mate. Jog on. If you're watching this, anyway, I'm Chris Pajak for the Redmen TV. They were the deluded comments of the week. Probably something that I'm going to keep up, to be honest, because there's nothing better than having to go back at these absolute spunk trumpets who come and troll our fan channel, is there? Do you know, why aren't you just going on your own? What's that? No Tottenham Hotspur fan channel? Oh, sound. Or is it shit? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, mate. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and give the video a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up just for Joey Martin II. Ta.